Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcus on Tuesday, 5 numbers. After the name, a little Type Tuesday action over here, a little Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Y'all already know Modern Warfare again, because we're doing it again, because, like, why not, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know, like, why we need that again, but whatever. We could come up with a better name, and I kind of understand why they did it, but, alright. Could have just been Modern Warfare 4, but, you know, neither here nor there. So, as is tradition on the channel here, my first gameplay that I post on like that Tuesdays and whatnot is literally just the first game of multiplayer I played. I didn't even get to start the game. I was already like, I got joined mid-game, which I really hate, by the way. I'm just like, what? I was like, my first game? You can't even put me at the beginning of the game? It's not a good look, yo. Okay. There's a lot I gotta get off my chest with this game. I usually like do a good and like a bad video. I don't really have much good to say, so it might just be a bad video tomorrow. And I even have like a couple like situational videos I'm gonna post in the coming weeks, kind of explaining some of the things I'm saying here, so we could all see it like in person. Because I'm floored at how many steps backwards this game takes, as opposed to step forward it takes. So, number one problem with this game, which to me is kind of unfixable, I guess, are the maps. So over the weekend they actually changed it. It's just very difficult. It's very difficult for me because I feel like I'm just gonna go on a tirade here about this game, and it's not that bad, but man, the stuff that's bad is really bad. And I don't know how in a Call of Duty game, after we've been doing it for so many years, some of this stuff is even existing. Like how this even got passed. So, when you pick, like, your mode and stuff now, you could, like, filter down and have a couple different modes, and it keeps kind of switching you between them. So, say you want to play TDM and Dom, you could pick TDM and Dom, and it kind of flip-flops you every once in a while between those modes, and you get that option. That's cool. I really like, actually, that option in the menu. I think that's very neat, because I would be kind of a guy that I would like, when they did, like, the mosh pits and stuff, I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool, I like to play those modes, that's nice. By the way, I don't know where Kill confirmed this. I don't know who decided it wasn't for this game. If you ever decide to put Kill Confirm back in, let me know. It will really help. I don't know how you just lose modes like that, especially modes that I thought were kind of core modes. I mean, it's been with us, I think, since Modern Warfare 3, but alright. Now, what the issue was at the time was that TDM, like when the game first came out, TDM was also 6v6 and 10v10. I believe 10v10. No, it's just a lot of people. I never really looked at it. I think it's 10v10. And there were maps for 6v6 and maps for 10v10. And that was just it. Now they split it apart, so you could have 6v6 like TDM, and you have 10v10 TDM, or you can have them both. One thing about the filter thing that I don't like is it doesn't keep you in the same lobby, which it kind of can't, I guess, because it keeps like switching you over. But when you have like a close game against somebody or something like that, you want to have a rematch or something, yeah, that's over. Like, that just doesn't happen anymore. Like, you just keep moving lobby to lobby to lobby. Not the biggest fan of that, because I would sometimes like to have like a rematch if I did well against somebody and it was close, and maybe they would talk some trash, or vice versa. Maybe I lost, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get them this time. I'll like even adapt. Whatever. Not the biggest deal, but not the best. Here's the thing though: the 10v10 maps are trash. I mean, the other trash. Like, I can't even explain to you how bad these maps are, and they're bad for two reasons. Number one is they're too big. Now, in the past, we've complained, or I've heard people complain about maps being too big in Call of Duty, right? I think of, oh man, I can't remember the Black Ops 2 map that has, like, part jungle, part, like, a factory or whatever. People would say, like, that's too big or something like that. Silo, for example, Black Ops. Like, I remember some people complaining about some of the DLC maps in Black Ops 1 being, like, too big and stuff like that. Alright. You've not seen anything until you've seen the maps in these games. And I wish I knew the name of them, but they all have weird names, so I really don't, like, know them. There's not just, like, Terminal, for example. They're all, like, you know, Gustav Raid. And you're like, what? Like, Gustav Can is another example, for example, a map that people thought were too big. I promise you, you have never seen anything too big as these 10v10 maps. Partially because when I first started playing them, I thought I was playing a different game. I thought I was playing Battlefield. When I saw, like, the size of the map, and the fact that in some maps they even have cars for you to get to, like, how the fight is. Listen, in no point in Call of Duty map should I go, like, 40 seconds without seeing anybody. Like, that's just not what this game is. Only to then just get clapped because my dude's just sitting in the corner, and then I walk those 40 seconds again. So, the map size on the 10v10 is out of control, man. Like it's just not Call of Duty. Like, first off, I don't know who asked for a 10v10 mode in TDM. I don't know who's the one who said, you know what we need, man? We need 6v6, and then we need 10v10. Who the hell is a 10v10 person? I think in Black Ops 4 they put 5v5, and I was like, well, that's kind of like, why are we doing that? But that, at least, like, it's close to 66. 10v10. It's a completely different game. And then you do it on these huge maps, and it's just a miserable experience. Okay, so that's one thing about the big maps. The other thing about the big maps, and this one is inexcusable by any means, like, I cannot fathom how this got, like, passed, is the spawning in these maps. And I'll post a video next week, man. The spawn trapping on the big maps is out of control. And like TDM, like, I'm just talking about TDM. I'm not talking about Dom. I'm not talking about like headquarters. I'm talking about like, I mean, the spawns in the TDM on big maps remind me of Black Ops 1 demolition spawns, where you could literally just post up and shoot people as they spawn. Is very, very close. And I'll show you some videos of that. If you are on the receiving side, like if you, for example, maybe only have 8 people on your team. This happens a lot, by the way. I'll be playing 10v10. The other team will have 10, and I'll have like 4 all of a sudden, because everybody just dropped out. And then you're pinned in your spawn, and you're like, what the hell? Or even if you're not, you just keep spawning in the same spawn no matter what happens. And like, literally until like the other team walks on top of the point where you spawn, you will spawn there. The game refuses to spawn flip. I have no idea how we went so far back in time in spawn logic. To like points where I don't even know. I was trying to remember the last time I experienced such crappy spawns. And the original Modern Warfare, I vaguely remember being pinned down sometimes on some maps. But even then, it would flip. Like, even then, I still don't remember a time in, like, TDM. Like I say, like, if you play Demolition or whatever, Objective always got to play by the different rules. Although I would also on Dom, for example, like, flip it over. I could kind of get why maybe the spawn's a little more sticky to, like, wherever you started. But in TDM, it's inexcusable, especially on huge maps. The map is huge. How are you telling me there's no other place in Hijacked in Black Ops 2 when someone rolled up on your spawn, they flipped to the other side? But here, we can't get to the other side. What is happening?